Hey Gemini, what's going on everybody? It's Ann from CancerMoonsTarot and I'm coming at you guys with your March 2023 tarot reading. How are you? I hope you guys are doing well. I just want to mention before we start, if you're interested in personal services, products, and so much more, feel free to check out my website, CancerMoonsTarot.com. Link will be in the description box below. I do want to mention though, Gemini, do watch out for the scammers and the impersonators. I am never ever going to reach out to you on social media asking for money or asking to give you a reading. So if somebody does that, they're not me. Please block and report and do not get scammed. With that all being said though, Gems, let's go ahead and see what's happening here for your month of March. What do we got going on here for Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus throughout March 2023. What information is going to be in store here, please, for the Gemini? We did have here a Seven of Wands jump out. There could be something here that might feel like a blockage at this time, or there could be somebody here who's just been very reluctant or resistant to something. If it's not somebody else, it could be you potentially, but if that energy pops up again, we'll talk about it more in detail. Regardless, though, starting out your reading here for March, let's see the overall energy, and the overall energy of this read is going to be the Seven of Pentacles. Backing up that Seven of Pentacles with an oracle card. What oracle card do we have here for Gemini throughout March 2023? And what do we have? We have here new beginnings. Begin your new life. Okay, so let's go ahead and check it out. Now, first things first, Seven of Pentacles. Your patience level here has been admirable, is what I'm hearing for you, Gemini. You've been very patient in a certain situation. I also feel like you've been very careful with your investments. We do have this man over here who's holding a sword. Swords in the tarot do represent communication. So for the fact that we see a sword accompanied by all of these pentacles that are showing up in the card, it feels to me like you've been pretty careful with your investments. Now, taking a look here at the new beginnings card, it does say begin your new life. So it's time here to start new in some area of your life overall. So you've been making careful investments to make sure that the new beginnings you do end up investing into are going to be positive for you and they're going to bring forth a positive return. All right, let's have a look here and see your current situation coming into March 2023. So we already have here a 10 of Cups coming out here for you. Nice. Moving on forward from that, we have here a King of Cups, and then lastly we have here a Page of Swords. Okay, Gemini, so you're in the spotlight, but I also kind of feel that somebody here is watching you in the spotlight and maybe they're not particularly super duper happy about that. We do have here a Page of Swords. This is somebody who's keeping an eye on you here at this moment in time. Now, 10 of Cups, regarding some of the Geminis in relationships. 10 of Cups could be marriage. If you are married at this point, congratulations. I do see that if you're married, you're happy, it's stable, it's great. But I do feel like maybe there could be somebody who's not happy that you're happy because they wish they had what you had. So I would watch out for jealous people this month, especially for those of you that recently got married, or if you have a great relationship, or if you have a great business, a great job, whatever the case may be. It's like someone here might not be particularly happy that you have all this because somebody wants what you have. I'm seeing a bit of a jealous sister for some of you. I'm not sure if that's exactly your story. It's not going to resonate to all of you, but some of you Geminis might potentially have a jealous sister, or there could be some jealous family member. It feels like family for me rather than a person, but it can of course be a friend, it could be a loved one, it could be whoever. Okay, so regardless, things going pretty dang smooth here this month for you. 10 of Cups, if it's not love, 10 of Cups usually tends to represent a situation that's very, very fulfilling. King of Cups would say that you're very happy with this situation. So things seem to be going pretty well for you, whether it's business, love, whether it's your personal path. You're definitely achieving and really enjoying something that you have, but I still feel here with that Page of Swords, somebody's got an eye on you. Tell me about the Page of Swords. Let's clarify. Who is showing up as this Page of Swords energy, and what do we have? We have here a 9 of Cups, and we have here a Page of Wands. Somebody here who's very interested in your happiness. Somebody here is very interested in your fulfillment. Why? Why is somebody here up in Gemini's business? What's going on? And we have here the Ace of Wands, and we have here the Knight of Swords. It's literally because they want to have that same direction you're in. They want to have that same new beginning you're having. They want to move towards what it is you have. So Gemini, I do feel like there's somebody here in your shadow. Somebody here definitely wants to not be living in your shadow, but instead they want to be in your position. So I do feel like somebody's seeing the life that you have here jumping into March, and they definitely want what you got. All right, is what I'm seeing. Moving on forward here though for you, let's take a look and see what's going to be coming in for Gemini. So what's going to be showing up and coming in here for Gemini, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout March 2023. What's going to be coming up here for the Gemini? First card out, we got here the Hierophant, right under that 10 of Cups. Really can be marriage for some of you guys. If so, once again, congratulations. Love to see that for you. We also have here a King of Wands. We have here a Queen of Cups. And lastly, we have an 8 of Wands coming out as well. So looking at what's coming in here for you at this time, Hierophant here, King of Wands here. Hierophant card doesn't always have to represent commitments or any kind of marriage. It could be a card that could represent the status quo, kind of like tradition. With the King of Wands showing up here, I'm seeing that you're breaking tradition moving into this month. Now, what does that mean? For some Geminis, if you come from a family that's pretty traditional, you're probably going to be doing something that's not super traditional. So your family here could potentially be looking at this and maybe they're not super happy. But I think that you're kind of in that space, Gemini, too, where it's like, I don't really care if people don't want me to, merge away from a traditional route of doing something because you're authentic and you're living your best life. So for some Geminis, let's say maybe your family wanted you to have a traditional job, but you decided to do something in social media and it's different, but it works for you and you love it and you're happy. It's like you might disappoint other people, but it's your life and it's your path to live. Nobody else walks in your shoes. So something like that can be coming up for some of you coming into the month of March. But if it's not about doing something that's not super traditional, or even people being disappointed that you're doing something that's not traditional, it very well likely could be that you're in the space right now where you're being very committed to your vision and very committed to your passion. Because you do have here a King of Wands. King of Wands is an incredibly passionate card. It's about going forward in life and going forward towards what it is that sets your soul on fire. So right now you might just be in that space, Gemini, where it's like, I'm committed to me, myself, and I don't really care too much about other people. I don't need other people in my business. I'm just doing me and living my best life. I do see over here, what's coming in, Queen of Cups. Many of you here are definitely taking a look here at how you've been feeling emotionally, and I do feel like you've been working on yourself, and I do see with that Queen of Cups, many of you here have been working on your self-image as well. So if you're a Gemini and you feel like you've kind of had a poor self-image in the past, coming into March, that's definitely something you're working on. And I do feel like in time, you're going to see the transformation here. So some of you guys here could be going through transformations right now in your self-image, and you're definitely going to see some change here jumping into the month of March, so that's really great news here to see as well, because everybody deserves to see themselves in a beautiful light. There's always going to be people out there that think you're the most beautiful person in the world, and then on the other side of the coin, there's going to be people out there that are like, ugh, you're gross, and it sucks that those people may think that, but screw those people. At the end of the day, you have people that think you're the most beautiful thing they've ever seen before. Everybody has that in their life, and I think you're the most beautiful freaking creature I've ever seen, Gemini. So with that being said, if I'm saying it, it counts and it matters, okay? So with that all being said here for you, I think many of you here, if you've had any sort of self-image problems in the past, that's definitely going to be what's getting changed over here coming into your month. Many of you are working very, very hard on building a much more positive self-image. So I like this so far, looking at what's coming in here for you. Some of you can be breaking tradition, doing things in a different way, doing what sets your soul on fire, committing to yourself, really just focusing on having a better self-image. And overall, I think it looks fantastic, You're going to be pretty happy this month is what it looks like overall, Gemini. I really do feel that for you. I think that this is a month here where you're kind of just doing your own thing and you don't really care about what other people have to say. And that's the new beginning I feel here, right? You're beginning your new life, not your life with somebody else, not your life for somebody else, but it's your new life, okay? So this is about you. It's a you time, Gemini, okay? Moving on forward, let's see what you can expect here throughout the rest of your March 2023. What are some things that Gemini can expect showing up in their life throughout the rest of their March? Now, we do have a Hangman card coming out. Clarify that. Why do we have the Hangman showing up? And whoa, we got 3 cards coming out here for you. We have a 7 of Cups, a Queen of Pentacles, and a 2 of Swords. Some of you here could find yourselves potentially overwhelmed jumping into the month of March. What would you be overwhelmed, though, about? 7 of Cups here definitely can represent multiple opportunities coming towards you. You might have a lot to decide, a lot that's on your plate. 2 of Swords represents indecision. Queen of Pentacles represents you kind of thinking and figuring things out. And then 7 of Cups here could represent a lot of options. So I do feel like a lot of options are going to be available here to you this month. It could be a lot of options in love, in your career. It could be a lot of options for your own personal path. My advice here, Gemini, is don't get stuck. My advice would be that if none of these options stick out better and don't, stick out as number one, none of them are worth it, So you'll know what sets your soul on fire. If something comes in for you and you're like, this is 100% what I want, that's the right option. If something comes in and you're like, I'm not sure if I want this or not, it's probably not the best option for you. So don't get caught up in overthinking, and don't get caught up in pretty much overanalyzing if something's worth it or not. If it's worth it, you'll know. If it's worth it, you'll feel it within your soul. If it's not, don't waste any time on it, would be my best advice here for some of you. So you might find yourself like a little stuck in certain situations. Maybe you get a job offer and you're like, I don't know if I should take it. Maybe I should take it. Maybe I shouldn't. Like, if you didn't have an immediate yes to it and you're not in a place where it's like you really need money, then I wouldn't accept that job, So don't accept anything less at this time. Only accept what is an instant yes for you. That would be my advice and my remedy there. Anything that you get that comes in, that's an opportunity, and you're like, that's an instant yes, like I want this, go for it. If you have to think about it twice, probably isn't that crazy or that awesome. All right, so do keep that in mind. Moving on forward though, what else can Gemini expect throughout their March 2023? We have here the Seven of Swords coming on out here. We have here the King of Swords, and then we have here the Six of Pentacles. Okay, why the Seven of Swords? Is there deception at play coming in here for Gemini? Let's go ahead and find out. Seven of Swords getting clarified here by the Eight of Swords, and getting clarified here by the Four of Swords. I really feel like somebody keeps thinking about you, and somebody here is definitely keeping an eye on you. I talked about that in the beginning before, and that same energy is showing up here again. This month, you're really going to be disciplined with the King of Swords, Six of Pentacles. You're really going to be in a very balanced kind of space. You're really doing your own thing, and you're pretty much unbothered by everybody else, because Gemini, you're in the energy of just giving zero Fs. Like, Gemini has quite literally zero give at this moment in time. Like, you just don't care about anything else right now. It's your world, you're living in it, you're focused up on it, and somebody else here is just constantly thinking about you. Four of Swords tells me though that they're not actively in your life, so this is not somebody that you could say is your friend, or if they are actively in your life, they're probably really distant from you right now. Like, they haven't talked to you in weeks, that kind of energy. So if this is a person who is active in your life, they're not constantly talking to you or communicating to you. They're pretty distant. All right, and that could be distant physically, emotionally, etc. What do we have over here? We have here a Knight of Cups coming in here for you. Yeah, so like, I feel like new journeys for you coming into March 2023. A lot of balance coming in for many of you as well. What else is coming in throughout March? And we have here the World card. Yeah, it's a whole new cycle and it's a whole new beginning. So Gemini, I don't want to keep on, repeating the same things of what I'm seeing here, but as far as what I get for March 2023, it is going to very much so be a month of new beginnings for you. I think you're going to be pretty happy with the results of this month. Something's going well with that Ten of Cups in the beginning of the video that we talked about for your current circumstance and current situation. It could be that some of you recently got married. It could be that your relationship's in a great spot. It could be that your job is going fantastic, or the personal path that you've been following has been really starting to work for you. So you're going to enjoy that. There's something here worth enjoying this month. And I think that other people who are pretty bitter are keeping an eye on you, seeing you enjoying yourself, and they're like, oh, a Gemini, a wild Gemini enjoying themselves. Like, that's not great. I wish I could have what they have. And it's kind of like, I don't know why people are fucking bitter when I've suffered enough and dealt enough. So like, I deserve a win in my life, right? So Gemini, you're coming in that perspective where it's like, I don't give a crap about other people who are going to be bitter, other people who are unhappy, other people who just don't really, want to see me win, because I know I've been through my own fair share of BS in my life and I deserve a win. So you're going to be happy taking this W. You're going to be happy with this win. Like I said, some of you might be taking a non-traditional route here, jumping into March. You could be doing something that's, different than what most people are used to seeing. And if that's the case, the more non-traditional you do things, sometimes the even better, more innovative they are. So don't be afraid to take non-traditional routes is something I want to say here to many of you, especially in career, but most importantly, in the way you live your life. Don't live your life like everybody always lives their lives. If you can make it more extravagant, extraordinary, amazing, do your own thing, create your own wave, and be your own flow, man. Seriously, do whatever you can to live your best life. I did see a situation where some of you could get really overwhelmed this month with choices. Remember, if something isn't an instant yes for you, Gemini, if it doesn't just automatically light up your soul with fire and it just seems like don't get stuck in those types of choices. Don't even choose those choices. Don't settle for less. completely make sure you invest in what feels right. Speaking of investments, overall energy, Seven of Pentacles, I did mention to many of you for March, you're picking your investments very carefully is what I was mentioning here. So you're making sure that your time isn't being wasted. You're being very wise with your time and what you decide to do. Like, it's gotta be worth it to you, Gemini. And anything else that isn't, you're not wasting your energy on it, And that's kind of applies to negativity too. It's like, if people want to come at you with negativity, it's like, why would I waste my time being mad that you're mad? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would I waste my time being mad that you don't like me? Why would I waste my time being mad that you have something hateful to say or hurtful to say? At the end of the day, me doing that doesn't benefit me, and it certainly doesn't benefit you, but why should I be in that energy where I care? So you really are in that energy where you are giving 0 Fs, and it is making you feel very, very good here and strong in the month of March. All right, tell me what advice the universe has before we go to the outcome. So what advice does the universe have for Gemini throughout March? We have the Hermit. Yeah, it's not a month here where you have to be afraid of being on your own. I think that being on your own is going to bring forth a really good sense of empowerment. Truly, Gemini, I think that being on your own here as well is going to be a time here where you're going to create a lot of beautiful memories. We got here a 6 of Cups showing up. 6 of Cups here is a card that can represent the past, but it also can represent that you're in a very memorable timeline in your life. Like, you're about to create some amazing memories with what's happening here for you at this time. So Hermit card, it's like, don't be afraid to be on your own path right now, even if other people don't support it, because whatever it is you're doing, as long as you're happy, that's what's important. And at the end of the day, the most innovative paths are the people who ride alone, not the people who ride in groups and have that herd mentality. All right. So the universe says, don't be afraid to fly solo. Don't be afraid to do you. You'll be amazed at what you can do here with the 9 of Pentacles. You'll be amazed at the types of doorways of success that you can truly open up in your life. All right. So I love this, gems. All right, guys, let's close out on the outcome here. What's going to be the overall outcome here for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout March 2023? And what do we have here for you? We have here the 8 of Pentacles. Geminis here are getting to work, but when hard work is put into play, there is always going to be rewards. So I feel like you're going to definitely be rewarded here for what you're doing jumping into the month of March and being in the energy and mentality you're in of just not really caring too much about everybody else right now and being focused up on you and just making sure that you're picking and choosing your investments wisely and carefully. It's really going to add to a high vibrational experience here with that 10 of Cups. And I don't know, I feel like it's a month here to be enjoyed because things are going quite well for you. And if there are people preying on your downfall, screw them, pay no attention to them, because you know what? For the people that prey on others' downfall, when do they think that they're going to have that uprise of great things happening? When you're in that low vibrational energy, you certainly do stay in it. All right, and let's actually close off real quick. Let's close off this video here with one more oracle card for Gemini. It can be random, it can be anything. Let's see what it says. And it says here, dolphin, quite literally the vibe of this reading, Gemini. Don't worry, be happy. Okay, love that for you. Don't worry, just be happy. Do your thing. This is a month right now for nobody to be in your business or concerned with you. But at the end of the day, don't even be concerned with the other people who want to be in your business. Just focus up here on you. Make your careful and wise investments. Don't let negativity get to you. It's not worth wasting your time and your energy on. Do what makes you happy here. If anything seems not that worth it to you, don't bother investing into it. Anything that seems like an immediate yes, go for it. And at this time, Gemini, I really do believe that you don't need to be associated with everybody. So even if you feel a little bit lonely, being in your own energy, Gemini, is what's going to make this month amazing, because it protects you from all the people who want what you have, but they show up as friends when they're truly not friends. So watch out for that energy as well. But I think you're going to be looking at a good month here, okay? All right, Geminis, much love to you. Have an amazing day, guys. Have an amazing month. If you are new here and you're interested in subscribing to the channel, definitely feel free to. I'd be more than happy to invite you here into the Soul family. And once again, guys, if you're interested in any kind of personal readings or personal service, look in the description box below. You can visit my website, CancerMoonsTarot.com, to go ahead and get your reading. So guys, thank you very much. Have a great rest of March, and I'll see you in the next video. Much love, Gemini, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.